ஓகேவா
மேம்
சார்?
சூப்பர் மேம். மேம்
நவ்
ஓகே மேம், ஓகே மேம்.
ஓகே
மேம்
சார்.
ஃபுல் ஸ்கிரீன் பண்ணிருங்க.
ம் ம் ம். ஓகேவா சார்?
ஓகே மேம், ஓகே மேம்.
ம். ஓகே சார். ம்.
சரி.
சண்முகா சார்.
சார் சொல்லுங்க சார்.
வாட்ஸ்அப்ல ஒரு வாட்டி ரிமைண்ட் பண்ணிடலாமா பார்ட்டிசிபென்ட்ஸ் வந்து ஜாயின்
பண்ணிடலாம்
பண்ண?
சார். இப்போ போலான்னு பார்த்தேன்.
நீங்க போடுங்க, அப்போ போடுங்க, நீங்களே போடுங்க.
ஆ
ఇవన్నీ 3 క్యాబ్లు అయ్యే గ్రామం లేదు కానీ అవి అయ్యా అయ్యా కమ్మ పెట్టి నాకు రూపాయలకి పోయింది ఇప్పుడు నైట్ అదే
ఈ కనపడేటట్టు పెడితే ఎవరైనా బెడ్లు తీసుకునేవాళ్ళు తీసుకుంటారు, బాగుంటాయి.
అది కాదు దాన్ని అది ఏమంటారు దాన్ని
అసలు కమర్ కట్లు దేంట్లో
చూడాడు ఏడ లోడిందమ్మా మొన్న నిన్న మధ్యాహ్నం మన మధ్యాహ్నం వచ్చానంట దో ఆ సామాన్ పొట్టు పెట్టినవే స్టాండ్ దాన్ని ఎత్తుకొచ్చి పెడేస్తే దానిపైన పెట్టి బిస్కెట్లు ఎంత డబ్బాయిలు కనిపిస్తాయి.
అదే చెప్పాను నేను కూడా, ఏడు పెట్టి వచ్చి దీన్ని
అది అది దాన్ని ఆడ పెట్టచ్చు, దానికి దాంట్లో సమస్య లేదు. అది సమస్య ఎందుకు చేస్తున్నారు అట్లా లోడింగ్ 10 రూపాయలకి ఇచ్చి పట్టుకో బాయ్ ఉండాలమ్మా పోయి
నేను కూడా ఎగ్ రైస్ చేయాలి పిల్లకాయలకి. ఎరగడ్లు ఎంత ఒక ఎరగడ్డ కూడా ఇంటి తెప్పిస్తా మధ్యాహ్నం నుంచి.
Jyoti ma'am, we will wait another 4 to 5 minutes, ma'am.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay, ma'am.
अच्छा।
சரி சார். சரி சார்.
சார் சொல்லுங்க.
சார் நான் ஆரம்பிக்கிறேன், நீங்க அட்மிட் கொடுங்க.
ம்.
நான் ஆரம்பிக்கிறேன்
ஓகே
சார்.
ஓகே ஓகே.
நீங்க அட்மிட் மட்டும் நீங்க கொடுத்துட்டுருங்க. ஓகே சார்.
ஓகே சார், நான் கொடுக்குறேன்.
Okay, dear participants, welcome to day 4. Thank you for your full support for completing the 3 day session successfully. Today we have two speakers for day 4 session. Dr. R. Jyochitra, Madam, presentation title Mentally Management Reference Tools. The other speaker is Dr. G. Sedaram Rao. Presentation title is Data Visualization and an Introduction to Matplotlib. Okay, participants. Today at the end of the session at 1 p.m., along with attendance link, we will be given another one more link for certificate details. So kindly fill it without any mistake, and the same will be printed in your certificates. Okay. Okay. Now I would like to give introduction to the first session speaker, Dr. R. Jyochitra, madam. Dr. R. Jyochitra is working as professor in Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering at Velamal Institute of Technology, Chennai. She received her bachelor degree in Electronics and Communication Engineering from Bharadasan University and a master's degree in Microwave and Television Engineering from Kerala University and a doctorate in Microstrip Patch Antenna from Anna University, Chennai. Her research interest includes microstrip, microstrip bridge antenna, microstrip patch antenna, RF and microwave engineering, communication systems, wireless networks, and image processing. She has contributed around 32 Scopus indexed research papers in various reputed journals and conferences. She is an editor of a Nova Science book chapter and published two books. She has been granted one patent and published three patents. She is a recognized research supervisor of Anna University and presently guided four research scholars. She received a fund from TNSCAT. She received Outstanding Woman in Engineering Award from International Agency. She is an active member of IEEE and a lifetime of
Recording
Days-Fdp.
in progress.
Well, welcome you, ma'am. No, the session is yours, ma'am.
Ma'am, not audible, ma'am.
I'm not audible.
Ma'am, not audible.
Okay, ma'am. Now, ma'am.
It's okay,
Yes,
ma'am.
yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am.
Thank you, sir, Shanmuraya sir, for giving the introduction. Good morning, everyone. I would like to thank our management, principal sir, vice principal sir, then HOD madam, and the FDP organizer for giving a opportunity. And I'm going to talk about mentally reference management tool a very useful tool for all researchers for doing research work. So this is the outline of presentation. First, I will give an overview of Mendeley, then followed by downloading and installation process of Mendeley software. Next, I will explain about how to research for online articles using Mendeley and what is the use of Mendeley web importer, then Mendeley word site, then finally I will demonstrate the Mendeley reference management tool. So now you can see what is the role of Mendeley in research paper writing. So you all know that for writing a journal paper or thesis report, the managing references and citation is very difficult task. So consider you are writing a thesis report. So we may need to type around 150 to 200 references, which can take around 2 to 3 hours to type all the references papers and to produce in-text citation inside the thesis report. The time taken will be more and also it is a very tedious process. Similarly, consider the journal papers. Each and every journal follows its own referencing style like IEEE or APA format, etc. So again, it is very difficult to type the reference manually in the journal paper is also very difficult. So to reduce our burden, we have an excellent free tool that makes the task of referencing and easier and more accurate. So in a nutshell, Mendeley handles the difficult and time-consuming task of managing and formatting citation and references. It also saves you a lot of time and ensures 100% accuracy, meet journal requirements, which is very hard to do it manually. So Mendeley has become essential for researchers, all faculty members and students also. So we can use Mendeley to make research writing easier and more efficient. So this is the role of Mendeley in writing research paper. Next, what is Mendeley? So Mendeley is nothing but it is a free software, web free and desktop reference management application. So it is developed by Elsewhere. And Mendeley is a useful tool that helps researchers to organize papers and you can insert citation and create bibliographics automatically and you can manage, read, share and annotate and cite your research papers. And it is a free academic software and Mendeley can be installed on multiple desktop platforms including Windows, Mac, Linux and it works with all major browsers like Chrome, Firefox, Internet Explorer, etc. So it is purely a free academic software. So now you can see what is the notable features of Mendeley. So first, one is organize and manage a library of reference. That is, we can store and organize all the reference papers in a one place, that is in a single library. Therefore, it is very easy to search the reference paper according to a domain or according to your journals. And we can cite while writing. That is, automatically it inserts citation and references in MS Word or LaTeX. Again, automatically it formats citation in different styles like APA, IEEE, MLA, etc. And we have another function that we can share our documents and references with other researchers also. We can collaborate with other researchers by sharing our knowledge and references. And we have another option that is PDF annotation. So in the Mendeley reference library itself, we can open the PDF and we can read and we can take notes and we can highlight the important points directly to your documents. And it supports cross-platform synchronization. That is, you can access your research papers at any time from any device, from multiple devices like desktop or web or mobile. So this is the main notable features of Mendeley. Nothing but you can organize and manage a library of references. And it automatically insights citation. It helps to provide insight citation and automatically the references will be displayed in the Word. And we can collaborate with researchers, other researchers. So this collaboration will be very useful for the supervisors and research scholars also. In many universities, it is mandatory. The supervisors and research scholars should use this Mendeley platform so that the supervisor can monitor their research scholars. So what reference paper they have referred and what are the literature survey they have done. So this collaboration is very, very important. in this Mendeley software. And again, PDF annotation means again you can take notes, highlight, and we can store the notes in the library itself. So these are the things I am going to explain by giving demo. That is how we can search the articles in online. Then what is the use of this Mendeley web importer, and how we can plug in this Microsoft Word, and how Mendeley has plug in with Google Scholar and Scopus author profile. So these are the major areas I am going to cover, and these are the notable functions of this Mendeley reference manager also. So participant can download the Mendeley software. Kindly download your Mendeley software by using this www.mendeley.com. It will take only 2 to 3 minutes to download this software. www.mendeley.com. I will type in the chat box also. So this software will be very useful for all the research scholars who are doing researches, for writing the thesis report, and also for journal writing also. We struggle to write the reference papers in the thesis report and journal papers. We won't get for proper alignment also. So you can use this software. So I have posted the link in the chat box. So participants, kindly download your Mendeley software. So if you go to this link www.mendeley.com, you can see this page. You can see this page. So if you have login in the elsewhere means you can directly sign in the account. Otherwise, first you create the account. First you can create this account and then create your own login. So it will ask only the email and your name, that's all, and password. So once you create the account, kindly sign in into the Mendeley website. So once you created the account, you can click the sign in button. Therefore you can enter your email ID as password, give stay signed in option, and sign in into the Mendeley software. So once you enter into the Mendeley software, you get this page. Once you created the login and you enter into using your user ID and password, you will get this page. Now you can download the Mendeley reference manager for desktop. Now you can download this Mendeley reference manager for desktop. See, you click this button. Click this option, download for Windows, and you can download it for Mac OS also. We have another option, and you can download it for Linux also. We got 3 options. So based upon your OS, you can download. So once you download, you get this page for installation. So if you want only for me, you can use this option, or anyone who can use this computer means you can click this option and click this installation button. Once it is installed, you can finish. Once you completed the installation process, so your Mendeley software will be stored in the desktop. So you get this icon in your desktop. You get this icon in the desktop. So please open this Mendeley reference software. So you get this page. So this is the Mendeley reference manager page. See, this is the Mendeley reference manager page. So in this page already I have downloaded many papers. we can download as many papers in this library. So we have add references because many options here. Add references, all references, recently read, add favorites, my publications, duplicates, trash, and collection and groups. We have many options to create your references inside the library. So first I will explain about add references. If you click this add references, we have many options to add your reference PDF file into this library, Mendeley library. See, if I click this add references, we have 5 options to import the reference PDF files from your computer to this Mendeley library. See, we have import file option, then import folder options, import library. We have 3 libraries, BibTeX, EndNote XML, and RIS, and setup watched folder, and you can add the reference manually also. So by using 5 methods, we can add the references into your Mendeley reference library. Okay. So in the right hand side, see, if you click here PDF, here you can see these options. You can see the metadata of all the for the particular paper. If you click a particular paper in the library, Mendeley library, you can see the metadata of all the papers, plus we have info option, annotations, and notebook options also. So first I will explain how to import files, and then I will explain about info, annotation, and notebook. See, add references. So add references means first we can import files. We can select the PDF file from your computer. So you can store all the reference 1, reference 2, reference 3, or reference 4. Consider 5 reference paper, you could put it in a folder and storing it in a desktop, any drive. So one by one you can import the reference file into a Mendeley library. Otherwise, you can drag multiple PDF files. You can completely drag the one folder and you can import the entire PDF into the library at the same time. So first one is we can one by one we can drag the upload the files, reference files from the desktop to Mendeley library. Second one is we can completely import the entire single folder. In the single folder you can consist of multiple PDFs. At the same time we can import all the multiple PDF files into the Mendeley library. And we have import library files also. So import library files is mainly for we can have access with other references, manager references. So BibTeX mainly used for LaTeX for managing bibliographies, or by using in the LaTeX we can plug in this Mendeley library so that in LaTeX also we can type the references. Automatically the references will be displayed in the LaTeX also. Not only in the MS Word, in the LaTeX also we can use this Mendeley library. And EndNote is nothing but it is another reference manager like Mendeley. So it is a licensed version. So if you want to transfer the files between EndNote and Mendeley references means we can go for EndNote XML file. And RIS is another standard format which is supported by other reference managers, or we can download papers from other journal database also. And next one is setup watch folder. So one of the important option is setup watch folder. Setup watch folder means so if you click this watch folder option, we can give this watch folder option to a particular folder. So the folder consists of 10 papers means we can give watch folder option to that folder alone. So when a folder on this device this device will import the 10 papers simultaneously to this library. Plus if you are adding some more papers, you are adding some more 5 extra papers also, it will, since we have synchronization between this folder and this library, so automatically the PDF files will be fetched into the library. No need to import separately. Automatically once you set up watch folder option to a particular folder, if you are adding a new PDF files to that folder, it automatically, the Mendeley library will automatically fetch the papers from the folder to the Mendeley library. So one of the important option is set up watched folder. Or otherwise you can manually add the data, papers by entering the metadata or DOA or title or publisher etc. to the reference library. So these are the other reference manager library like Mendeley, EndNote, RefWork, Zerato. So all these are licensed version. This Mendeley is a free version and user friendly also, very easy to work with Mendeley. So you can work with this Mendeley. So by using these options, we can import your reference file to the Mendeley library. Next, see this page. So in the Mendeley reference manager page, we have other options also like all references, recently added, recently read, favorites, my publication. So all references means it display all the imported references Mendeley. You can see all the papers which are imported from the computers or from web also. And recently added means it display the reference papers added to your library in the last 30 days. And recently read means if you recently read some papers means it will be displayed in the recently added options. And if you are marking a star option for a particular papers, you can make a star option for important papers means it will be, you can see this important papers in the favorite option. So my publications means this collection display the publications of your paper and claimed through Scopus author profile, and trash automatically know if you have deleted some papers means you can see it in the trash options. So another one, in the left hand side we have another options like collections. This is very very important, collections, and we have tags and groups. So these three are very very important options, collection, tags, groups. So I will show it in the demo also. So collection is nothing but you can organize a reference into a particular folder. So we can for example, you are downloading the papers from IEEE transactions and you can download the papers from elsewhere, or you can download the papers from Springer Journal means you can give, if you are downloading the papers from IEEE transaction means we can organize all the papers which are downloaded from IEEE transaction into a particular collection, so that it is very easy to refer. And you can import all the files which are downloaded from elsewhere journal into another collection by name it as elsewhere journal. So the papers which are downloaded from the elsewhere journal can be put it into a separate collection, and the papers which are downloaded from Springer Journal put it into a separate collection. It is very easy to categorize your research paper while referring. And tags means just you can label your paper with keywords, some keywords. For example, my research area is microstrip patch arena. I am downloading the paper, a design of microstrip patch arena for virus application. And again I am downloading the paper, design of microstrip patch arena for biomedical application, like this etc. So I can give a keyword for wireless application paper. I can give the tag as wireless application. And for biomedical application means I can give the tag word as biomedical application, so that it is easy to filter and search the paper based upon the application. So based upon the journal paper means you can put it for collections, and based upon the keywords application means you can put it for tag. So it is very easy to filter and search your papers, no need to search. And groups, this group is very very important. So this group is very important for the supervisor and research scholars. So in this Mendeley software we can invite 25 researchers from outside, so that we can collaborate with them. We can share our reference paper to them and they will share their ideas. So by using this group option we can invite other researchers to collaborate with us. And you all know info panel means it will give all the information about the journals like DOE and author and the data publication abstract will be displayed. Annotate is you all know read, highlight, and we can take notes directly to a document in the library also. No need to open. Usually we will save the PDF reference file in the computer in a drive, and we will open and we will take notes in one word format, then we will forget. At the last time we will forget where we have stored this paper. But in this mentally, we can open the PDF directly and you can take notes in your document itself. It will automatically save. So notebook means we can take notes on the current document. We have option to take notes on the current document also. Search, you can you can search the papers by using search options. So once you open the PDF, you can click the reference paper, and if you open the PDF file, we have number of options like select tool to read the PDF file, select tool, highlight tool, sticky note, color selection, fit to width or zoom. So these three are very, very important. So while reading, we can mark the important points by using text select tool. And we can highlight using different colors also, and you can take notes also. Okay. Select text tool means you can use this tool to select text within your document. You can use it to copy and paste the relevant passages in the notebook. Highlight means you can highlight the particular text in the desired color. And sticky note means use this tool to create sticky notes at a specific location within the document. So these are about basic things about Mendeley Reference Manager. So first you can install and you can open your Mendeley Reference Manager page. Then you can add your references. So this is the first step in the Mendeley Reference Manager library. Second one, so these are all you can download papers from the desktop. Second one is we want to install the web importer. So another option, very, very important option is Mendeley Web Importer. So after downloading the Mendeley Reference Manager, you can install the Mendeley Web Importer. Okay, what is the use of this Mendeley Web Importer? So import this use of this Mendeley Importer is it will save the research papers while browsing itself. So we go to Google search and we can browse some papers. So if it is relevant to a research area means you can directly add to the Mendeley library by using this web importer. That is import reference from web directly to your Mendeley library with Mendeley importer. And Mendeley web importer is nothing but is a browser extension that allows you to quickly save references and PDFs from websites or databases and other academic journals directly to your Mendeley library. And simply it saves research papers while browsing online. That's all. And Mendeley Web Importer is available for all major web browsers like Chrome and Firefox. Mainly it support for Chrome and Firefox. See, in the Mendeley reference page, we have a tool option. We have a tools option. By clicking this install Mendeley Web Importer, you can install this web importer also. So if you click this, you get this page. Already you have created this login. So you can directly get web importer for Chrome. See? You can see this page. After clicking the install of web importer, you can install in web importer for Chrome or Firefox also. For some laptop you have Chrome, and for somebody you have Firefox. You can see here, and again you can click this button. You get this page, and you can click this extension. Therefore, Mendeley will be directly plug in with the web online. If you give extension means directly the Mendeley will be plug into the web. So like this. So this is the Google web page. See, you can see the Mendeley icon here. Once you import the web importer in the web, you should check whether this icon is displayed in the Google or web page. Then we can finalize, okay, we have imported the web importer. Install the web importer. So the second option is, another important option is Mendeley web importer. So third one is, again we want to install Microsoft Word into the Mendeley. We want to plug in the Microsoft Word document to the Mendeley. See, again I will show the reference page. See here in the Mendeley reference manager, if you click tools, first we have install the Mendeley web importer. Then we have another option, that is install Mendeley site for Microsoft Word. Install Mendeley site for Microsoft Word. So by clicking this, again you can install the Microsoft Word and you can plug in the Microsoft Word with the Mendeley library. So what is the use of this Mendeley site plugin? So why we want to plug in this Microsoft Word with a Mendeley? So first one is insert citation. So it will add citation directly into your Word document from Mendeley library, and it support multiple citation styles like APA, IEEE and MLA, and automatically bibliography. It generate a complete reference list at the end of your document. So these are the functions of Mendeley site plugin. Okay, you can insert citation directly, and it support multiple citation style, and at the end it generate a complete reference list at the end of your document. So you all know, so you will write the literature survey and you will cite your paper like this. 1. So manually you want to cite this paper. 2, 3, 4. This is called in-text citation. This is called in-text citation. So manually typing this in-text citation plus manually typing this reference will be very difficult in the thesis, report and journal. So you won't get proper alignment also. So only we are using Microsoft Word plugin to Mendeley library for in-text citation purpose and this reference purpose. Automatically the references will be displayed. So this is the overview of the Mendeley reference management tool. So what is the use of Mendeley, and what is the notable features of the Mendeley, and how to download and install I have explained. And the main thing is you should know about how to download and install the Mendeley reference manager. Then from the reference manager page you can install the web importer, and then you can install the Microsoft Word, and you can search your papers or you can add your papers, and you can type insert citation and references also. So this is a short introduction about Mendeley reference management tool. So I will show some demonstration in the Mendeley library reference manager page. So please wait for 1 minute. I will open the Mendeley reference manager. So already we have installed the Mendeley. So this is the Mendeley reference manager library screen. See, one of the important process is search for online articles. If you go to tool and click this search for articles online, it will be connected to the web page. See, it will directly connect you to the web page, and you can enter your title of the paper. So I will type the design of wearable antenna for wireless application. So you can type the papers based on your research work. Type the title of the paper, and you can give search options. So directly you get so many papers. See, so searching in Google is very difficult. So you won't get as many papers. You cannot download as many papers. See, So we have most relevant options, most recent option, most cited option. So based on that area, the papers will be displayed from different journals. You can see this. So in the left hand side, you can see the journal options. The papers are downloaded from IEEE Translations on Antenna, IEEE Access, Lecture Notes in Electrical Engineering, IEEE Antennas and Wireless Propagation System, and AAP Conference Proceeding. So based upon the author journal also, we can import the papers to the Mendeley library, or based on the year 2024, 2003 up to 2024. So all the years the papers are displayed in the web itself. So open access type means you can directly download your PDF. So for other papers you should get institution login to open the PDF files. So if you want open access means just click open access papers. So from the web page itself we can directly import this paper to the Mendeley reference management tool. See, add to library. So I will click this add to library. One minute, I will give the password. You can give add to library. So I have given add to library. So if you view in library, if you click this view in library option, if you click the view in library option, you can see this paper is directly downloaded from the web page. The time is 11:41 a.m. I have downloaded the paper, that is wearable antenna, a review of material structures from IEEE Access. So from web page itself you can directly download your reference paper. So otherwise means you want to save it in the desktop, any folder, then after 1 month you are not able to remember which folder you have stored this paper. So by using this mentally we can overcome that problem. So if you click this paper, you can see all the metadata details. See? If you click this paper means you can see author details, date, editors, publishers, abstracts also displayed, DOI number. The metadata details will be displayed about this paper in the info section. So first option is you can directly import the PDF reference files from the online itself. Next we can try for add reference option. See, you can import files from the desktop itself. I click the import file. And you can import the file from your folder. I taken the reference one and open. So it is uploading in the Mendeley. So in the bottom see it is uploaded in the Mendeley library. See, we have imported this paper, International Journal of Antenna, High Gain Combat Strip and Slot UW Nuisance Antenna. So this one is I have imported from the desktop itself. From import files you can individually import all the reference files. So if you go for import folders means completely I can import the PDFs, multiple PDFs from a single folder. I have saved 3 papers in this reference folder. So upload. Give upload option. See at the bottom, all the 3 PDFs are uploaded in the reference manager page, that is library. It is entered into the library. So if you have duplicate files, if you save a single paper 2 or 3 times, you can see the view review duplicate option and you can delete. So set up watched option means for a particular folder, we can give this watched folder options. We can give this watch folder option for any one folder. Okay, if I add, so I given the watch folder option to this reference file. So if I add if I add some more papers means it will automatically uploaded to the Mendeley reference library. So these are the option. See here option. Mendeley is now watching a new folder. The top of the page you can see green color tick. Mendeley is now watching a new folder. The library is synchronization with a particular folder. So if adding some new reference paper means automatically this library will fetch the reference file from the folder itself. So each and every time no need to import the file from the particular folder. And recently added, so I have added all the papers now only, so it will show recently added. So if you read some paper means recently, it will be displayed here in the recently read. If you give some star options means, if you click this star option means, you can find it in the favorite options. And if you have any duplicate, so if you have stored a single paper many times means it show duplicate. From the duplicate you can see that and you can delete that particular papers. So this is about adding the references. Any doubt, participants? So now I will just open a paper and you can read the paper here itself. In the info, you just click the read button.
Hello.
Sir, we can read the paper.
Very good morning.
So if you give the read option, you can read the particular PDF in the Mendeley library itself. And you can highlight the papers also. You can make some annotations. So you can highlight and mark the important points. So while reading, we will take notes. Usually I will write it in note. So here in the Mendeley, we have the option that, so I have read this line. This is very important line means you can highlight this. Highlight this line. And we can make some sticky notes also. You can type some important points in this. It is very compact or it is used for wireless application like that. You can take some sticky notes also. So it will be displayed in the annotations. See? So what are the key points you have referred? So textile substrate means, so we have used textile substrate with high conductive materials. You can note it in a sticky notes. So important key points can be noted in the sticky notes. So I'm getting some voice. Participant. we can highlight, and we can, if you want to add this paragraph in the notebook means, you can give double click and add to notebook. If you want to add particular points in the notebook means, you can highlight that paragraph, you can double click and you can add to notebook. If you don't want annotation means, you can delete the annotation by right clicking. You get delete annotation and add notebook options. So one of the important feature of this Mendeley library, you can directly open the PDF and you can read and you can take notes and you can highlight the important points. So another one is, we have collections. In the info, we have tag options. You can see the tag options. Click this tag and you can give, based upon the application you give the keywords, wireless application. You can tag your papers. You can tag your papers by giving wireless application. So recent advance in wearable antenna technology, this paper I have tagged as wireless application. And if you want to create collections, you can create collections. So I have given IEEE papers, or Springer means, or we have progress in electromagnetic, PEIR journal means PEIR. So that I will, so you can drag this file, this recent advances wearable antenna technology, a review papers, to this collection. You can drag and put it in the CSV. See, you can give the tag as wireless application, or according to your research papers, wireless application. In the collection, it is from progress of electromagnetic research paper. So I given as PEIR. So I can drag this paper and I can put it in the PEIR. See the collection. In the collection, it is displayed as PEIR. And we have groups option. See groups. Groups, you can click groups and you can click the manage group option. See, at a time we can invite 25 members. So this is one of the main important options in Mendeley. Invite 25 members. We can invite 25 research scholars so that we can share our papers or our ideas, our literature survey with that researchers, other researchers. So mainly this group will be useful for supervisor and scholars, so that the supervisor can monitor the scholars. So these are the options in the Mendeley reference page, how to add references. One thing is, you can directly search for online articles. Otherwise, you can add references from your desktop files, and manually also you can add. See, add manually. Add manually. To add manually, you can give DOI number of a particular paper. For example, I am taking this paper, any one paper. We can copy the DOI number. So I am copying this DOI number. You can copy the DOI number and paste it into the add manually box. 1 minute. No, 1 minute, 1 minute. I will copy the DOI number and show it. Here. 1 minute, 1 minute. Okay. I'll type, able to copy 10. I'll try by DOI number. Bar. So please participate in 1 minute. So we can type the DOI number or you can directly copy and we can look up for the metadata. See, we can see the reference type journal article and the title is displayed here and the author's details and the abstract is also displayed and you can give add entry. So add entry means manually it will be added. See, manually it is added. So by we can add the reference paper from the folder or files or watched folder options and manually also, and you can group all the papers based upon the journal papers in the collections and you can tag your paper. If you tag your paper means if you filter, if you give tag means based upon the tags we can select the papers. So if we click the biomedical application means it is displayed one paper. So based upon the tag also we can search the papers. So this is about the Mendeley Reference Manager, how to import the files in the Reference Manager library. Next, by using web importer. So web importer means we can go for web page. See, you can directly search papers from the web. So you have Mendeley icon. So while searching itself we can upload. By searching itself we can add to the Mendeley library. So not only reference paper, you can upload books also, books, other articles. So you can click this icon. You can open the paper and click this Mendeley icon. Okay. Taking some time. Sign into the Mendeley web importer. We can add directly to the reference library. If you are searching a paper in the Google, you click that paper and you can click this Mendeley icon. Website net is very slow. So you have add to Mendeley option. Here it will display add to Mendeley options. So if you click this add, this paper will be directly imported to the Mendeley library. And similarly, you can import papers from Google Scholar also. Google Scholar. So I open my Google Scholar. So again we see this Mendeley option. So since the net is very slow, I'm not getting this option. You can add the papers, this Google Scholar paper to the Mendeley library and Scopus author profile also by clicking this Mendeley options icon. So this Scopus author profile link will be displayed here. We can give add directly. The Scopus author profile will be added to my Mendeley library. So I'm having some issue in signing into Mendeley web importer. So another one important option is how to type references and fix the how to insert the citations and add the references using Microsoft Word. So you can open your Word document in your Drive folder. See, this is ordinary Word document, Microsoft Word document. You can see this Mendeley icon here in the Word document. For example, I have typed this reference paper, literature survey from one of the references. So already I have copied this paragraph. Consider this is a literature survey from two papers. So I will give a in-text citation. See, I will click here. Consider this paragraph is taken from this first journal. Okay, this paragraph is a literature review of first journal, means I can insert the citation here. I will click here and click this paper and give insert citation. See, you get one. You get one, and no need to type the reference. You can type this reference and keep the cursor here and go for this dot and insert bibliography. Continue. See, the reference will be automatically displayed. No need to type the reference paper. So this part is very difficult while writing the journal paper and thesis report. So based upon the style, you have different citation style. So IEEE, now it is displayed in the format of IEEE. You have American, APA, also Nature, then AMA. Many citation styles are available in the Mendeley. So if you update the citation style, you can go for reference. See, since I changed the citation style, the in-text citation format is also changed. IEEE format, it will displayed as 1. In another format, APA format, it will be displayed author et al. 2012, and the reference format is also changed. So if you want to cite the second paper, means please click. So this paragraph is taken from second paper. So I am going to insert the citation here, means click the second paper and give insert citation. So automatically the in-text citation will be displayed and second reference also added to the reference part. So this is one of the important part in the Mendeley reference library. It's a time consuming process. If you use this Mendeley Microsoft Word plugin for writing thesis report and journal papers. So that's all. Thank you. You can download and please work it using this Mendeley software. It will be very useful for you. Those who are doing research or those who are writing journal papers also, it will be very useful. It is a free software only. So if you have any queries.
Hello, madam.
Sir.
Good morning.
Yes, sir.
If I need to add a paper by mentally citation manager.
Not Mendeley citation, sir. By using Mendeley site, you can write the literature survey and you can insert the text citation plus the reference will be automatically added, sir.
Yeah. It's
Okay,
clear,
sir.
madam. But
Okay.
each and every time I need to
Sir, so
add
your voice is breaking. Sir, your voice is breaking.
Every time I need to.
So every time. So by using search for online options also, you can add the paper. I am not able to get your question properly, sir. It's breaking.
Hello.
Sir.
Mentally site manager. Is there I need to add a word option to the browser every time, madam? It is asking every time the word option in mentally
No,
site
sir.
menu.
No, sir. No, sir. You can open it. You can open it. Open any word and you can click this reference. I will show it, sir. I will show it.
Yes, sir.
First time you can open the Word document, sir. And if you click
Yeah.
this reference, your mentally site icon will be displayed here. Then it is plug-in with the Mendeley library. You should click this reference, sir. You can open the ordinary Microsoft Word. Once after installation of Microsoft site, you can open the Word, and if you click this reference, you can see this Mendeley site options. Then you can use it for typing the reference.
Yeah. But I cannot able to give the icon in Word
Oh,
application.
okay.
You have
So you
shown
can,
the
okay, I didn't shown that page. You can go to this tool and install this mentally site, sir, this option. You can go to
I
reference
have
manager
yeah, I have done the same
and,
option
okay,
previously.
okay. You are not able to
But
see that icon, sir?
yes, madam.
Okay,
Even
okay,
if I installed that option, I'm
okay,
not able to view that icon in the Word file.
okay. Maybe uh,
Not sure
problem any
why.
Windows version problem or shall I send the PPT, sir, step by step procedure how
Yeah,
to
yeah,
install
it's
this Mendeley site
very
for Microsoft. I will include in the PPT and will post in your group, sir. Sometime
yeah,
we'll get
okay.
this problem only. Initially also I got this problem. So I go
Yeah,
for Windows 7, it is rectified, sir. In some laptop it is not supporting, sir.
okay.
Okay, I will definitely give the steps
Another one,
how to.
another one question, madam. In the
Ah,
tool
sir.
option, uh, if I open in my paper or Word format, um, can I edit the files? The paper from the reference model through the reference model. Can I edit more? Abstract and the introduction and everything.
Yes, sir. In the PDF you can edit, sir.
Yeah,
We have annotate options.
yeah,
That
okay,
only you
okay.
are asking. You can open the PDF and you can use the annotate option to edit the content, sir, in the PDF itself. You have options, sir. You can copy and paste it, you can edit.
No, I'm not able to add a big input of
Sorry,
sharing is
sir.
already done.
Sir,
Sir, your
your
voice breaking,
voice
sir.
is breaking. I am not able to hear your voice clearly, sir.
Any other doubts, participants? Any
You can
doubts?
chat in the chat box also. I will share the PPT slide and I will add the procedure how to install the Microsoft Word also. I will add some more content in the PPT. I will give to the FDP organizer. They will post you in the WhatsApp group, sir. Definitely. I will add some more content in the PPT so that it will be easy to install you. If there any problem in the installation, you can mail me. Definitely, I will help you. I will post my mail ID.
But if you have any
Okay.
still doubts, you can mail Madam Jyoti Chitra Madam, Dr. Jyoti Chitra Madam. She
In
will
downloading
be
our installation process,
assisting you in this process here.
definitely I will help you.
Ma'am, one doubt.
Ah,
Am
okay.
I audible, ma'am?
Ah, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, actually, what you have presented so far is with respect to the preparation of paper, and after we get the paper, how we are citing the
Yes, sir. Yes,
formatting
sir.
and all, it's
Ah, yes,
very
sir.
nice, useful to everybody.
Ah, okay,
But
sir.
as a reviewer or as an editor,
Okay,
when
sir.
I have received the paper, I will be receiving the list of references.
Oh, yes,
In
sir.
recent days, because of AI, what is happening is the author, they are simply preparing the article as well as references using AI. That
Mm-hmm.
time, are the AI tools, they are giving the references, arbitrary references it is generating along
Mm-hmm.
with the DOI, which are not correct. I mean, which are not
Yes, sir.
available online.
Yes, if you are
So which
going for AA means it will give some papers. It
yeah,
won't be matched. Yes, sir.
yes. So now can I use this tool to verify the list of references which I already have
Yes, sir. Definitely, sir. You can use this tool
as
to
a bulk, as a bulk.
as a bulk. It is somewhat difficult only, sir. Since we have
Okay.
20 papers in a journal, uh,
Hmm.
one by one only we want to check, sir. Reference paper means one by one
One
only.
by one, it's like a manual what we are
Manual by
calculating,
using
like
DOI number.
through
Yes, sir. Mm.
yeah, they are not. Yeah, of course, if they provide DOI number, we can verify, but it
Verify.
will not be useful in that
Mm.
case, right?
Yes, sir. Mainly, this is for those are in the initial stage for writing thesis report and for
Yeah.
journal preparation also. It will be easy, sir. One place we
Yes.
can use all the papers. No need to search every time in a desktop. For some
Yes.
journal, we have save the paper in one folder. For another journal, we have save this paper in another
Yeah.
folder. It's very difficult to search. But if you store
Yes.
all the paper and we give collections and tag means it is definitely it is very useful by using tag option or for search option you can search the paper and we can read the PDF. We can mark what I read. So that and all it is
Yes, ma'am.
useful, sir. Microsoft Word
Yeah.
means
Yeah.
definitely text inside. So that is the use of
Yes.
this
Thank.
software, sir.
Okay, madam.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. I extend my heartfelt thanks to Dr. R. Jyochitra ma'am for enlightening session on mentally management reference tools. Your deep insights and practical approach have truly enhanced our understanding. We sincerely appreciate your valuable time and effort in sharing your expertise with us. Once again, I thank you, ma'am.
So I would like to thank the organizers and the participants for listening my presentation patiently. Thank you very much. Thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Uh, okay, okay, participants. Now I would like to give introduction to the second session speaker, Dr. G. Sedaram sir. Presentation title is "On Data Visualization: An Introduction to Matplotlib." Dr. G. Sedaram Rao, working as Associate Professor in Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering at Valamar Institute of Technology, Tamil Nadu, India. He has been teaching in the Electronics and Communication since 2004. He received his PhD from VIT Chennai. His research interest includes IoT, deep learning, embedded systems, computer vision, image and video processing. He has published 6 international journals, 15 national and international conference papers, and 1 patent. He is a member of IEEE Image Processing Society. He is acting as reviewer for various journals like Elsewhere, Springer, and IEEE journals. He has acted as a resource person for workshops and seminars on image processing using MATLAB and LabVIEW in reputed engineering colleges. A given lecture on VLSI design, embedded systems, IoT, and artificial intelligence in engineering colleges in Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu. He has obtained National Instruments Customer Education Certification and now granted the title of Certified LabVIEW Associate Developer. Glad. Welcome you, sir.
Thank you, Shanmura sir, for a nice introduction. Uh, so before I start my session, I would like to share my PPT. Sir, please allow me to share the PPT. Siva ma'am?
Sir, wait a minute. You are one of the co-hosts from me, sir.
Yes, sir, but it is telling the host isn't allowing sharing the participating.
Just a minute, sir.
Okay. My screen is visible, sir.
Yes, sir. Your screen is visible, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay. Good morning to all the participants. So we are in the fourth day of FDP on innovative techniques for crafting and publishing research papers here. So my topic is data visualization and introduction to Matplotlib. So coming to the presentation here, so it starts with the introduction, then why actually data visualization is required in research analysis here. Again, introduction to Matplotlib and the types of plots we use in the researches and its explanation and demonstration here. Is my slide visible? So hope my PPT is visible to all the participants here. So in coming to the introduction here, so what do you mean, what is the data visualization? Data visualization is an important part of research activities as organizations nowadays collect a huge amount of data. Sensors, again, we have a lot of sensors which actually gives a lot of data here. Again, the thing is, whenever we are talking about a data here, so the data can be of different types here. So one is the data which is going to be a useful data. The second one is going to be the data which is going to be a redundant data, and the data which is going to be of no use here, or we can call it as a corrupt data. So it is going to be a big task or big challenge for us to know that how this data can be brought to a meaningful place here. Okay, so that is the reason why we go for this data visualization. So all of this data collected hold key insights for organizations like businesses and insight to for interpreting here. So whenever the data is going to be in a understandable manner here, it is going to be easy for us to make any interpretation to that here. Yes. Sometimes data does not make sense until you can look into it in a visual form, such as a charts and plots here. Okay, so the one of the main reason how this data can be brought into understandable manner is by putting the different types of graphs and plots here. So there are actually going to be different types of plots here, which will be coming in the slides coming here. So being able to quickly visualize your data samples for yourself and others is an important skill both in applied statistics and in applied machine learning here. Visualization tools are used to exhibit experimental analysis in a research. Why visualization is important actually? So why the data in visualizations is coming into picture here? So visualization are the easiest way to analyze and absorb information here. So as I already told you that if only having the data, large amount of data is going to be of no use here. But whenever we are going to bring that data in an understandable way and which is going to be easy to analyze and we get a information from that, then we can call it as it's a proper data visualization here. So visuals help us to understand the complex problem. They help in identifying patterns, relationships, and outliners in the data here. It also helps in understanding business problems better and quickly. For example, we can see for a particular car industry throughout the year, the sales of the car will not be the uniform year. So at a particular point of time, around from November to December, the car sales will be high. So all these strategies can be done only when we are going to have a proper tool for data visualization. That is at what time that the car sales is getting dipped and at what time that car sales is getting high. All these things can be analyzed, can be done with the help of proper data visualization tools here. Also, it helps us to build a compelling story based on visuals. Insights gathered from visuals helps in building strategies for research and business. And here, it is also a procedure to procure to many high-level data analysis for exploratory data analysis and machine learning here. Why data visualization is important in academic research. So now coming to the academic research, some data sets are sometimes hard to understand here. So when I was starting my research, actually I have done my research in medical image processing, where I was finding the detection of brain tumor using MRI images. So the first thing that I was facing the problem is to get the data sets. So it was really hard for me to get the data sets here. And later, even though if I when I found the data here, it was very it's a big task for me to find actually which data is going to be reasonable for me to use in my research, and which data is actually the redundant data, and which is redundant data in the sense the data which we have already available. So there is no point having a data which is already available again and again here. So and the next one is the data which has been corrupted here. So this task can be managed only with the tools which we have in the data visualization. So that is the data analysis and data modeling can be complicated, but there are likely better ways to visualize your data. Okay, so my presentation will be going in the way that is what are the reasonable ways where we can bring our data in a understandable and a better way to understand. That is, the data visualization is a way to represent data that allows people to understand data more easily. There are many tools available for researchers to perform a variety of tasks related to data visualization, including exploring the literature, finding and sharing the data and code, processing data, writing, publishing, and evaluating research here. So the outcome here. So here, what actually from this session, what we will be achieving is in this session, we will discover the types of plots that we will need to know when visualizing a data in Python and how to use them to better understand your own data here. This can be helpful when exploring and getting to know a data set and can help with identifying patterns, corrupt data, outliners, and much more. With a little domain knowledge, data visualization can be used to express and demonstrate key relationships in plots and charts that are more uh, viscous to yourself and stakeholders than measures of association or significance here. So there is no need of having too much of the knowledge here. So little bit of knowledge, you can easily use these tools to explore your data in a reasonable way. So data visualization, so the types of plots which we can use for the data visualization, that is a line plot, pie plot, bar chart, histogram, box plot, violin plot, twin axis, stack plot, stem plot, bar chart, scatter plot here. So these are the different types of plots that we can use it in our application according to the requirement here. So each plot has got its own significance here. So based on the type of application and based on the type of requirement, we go for such a plots here. The thing is, many researchers may not be able to know that which plot they have to use in with that concept. Sometimes they will be using a line plot where that is not to be used here, and sometimes they will be using an histogram plot. So definitely knowing each plot and its significance is very much important whenever you are going for this data visualization here. So this can be brought into matplotlib, and we are going to plot the our data here. For example, coming to the line plot here. So a line plot is a very basic chart, what we can call it is making the data to use it in our application to have some further analysis here. A line plot, also called as a dot plot, is a graph that shows the frequency or the number of times a value occurs in a data set. This dot plot contains a random data set. Line plots are constructed with each value recorded along the horizontal axis, also called the x-axis here. Now, as just now I told you that the same thing that is can be used here is, that is, cars sold every month in a year. So using this line plot, we can easily have an analysis that so how the cars have been selling in each of the month in a year. So here we have taken two cities here. So city 1 and city 2, for example. So in these two cities, we are going to have an analysis that how the car sales is going to be barrier. So that is the point on the double line graph shows the average monthly, sorry, for example, this is the rainfall in two cities here. So this is a graph which I have put is for, that is to know what is the average rainfall in the two cities here. Now, if you can see here easily, where this is this line plot, we can see two color lines here. One is orange and another one is a pink. So pink ones indicates that it is a city two, and the pink orange color indicates the city one. Now, from this analysis, we can clearly understand that in the month of January, the city two is having very least rainfall here, but at the same time, it is a totally contradictory for the city. Uh, City 2 is having very less rainfall and City 1 is having maximum rainfall. If you take a point to scale from 0 to 5 here, that is how the rainfall rates in the every month here, we can clearly see that how the graph is behaving in this year. At the same again, what is the analysis I can have here at the month of July? So almost both the cities are having the similar rainfalls here. So that is and again at the month of the December, there is a lot of difference between the average rainfall that is been recorded here. So if you just go with the raw data with this year, we will not be able to have any analysis in this year. But when it comes to a plotting year, we can easily have a lot of analysis here in the year. So this is just limited to two cities here. So if you want to have more analysis, you can increase the more number of cities here. So you will have a lot of outline of that how the weather is behaving in this to all cities here. Now pie plot. So we will in the coming slides, I will be telling you how these plots will be plotted in the using matplotlib here. So pie plot here is again a chart. It's a circular graph that uses slices to show how data is divided into portions here. So now yes, for the pie plot where this can be used in this, just again I have given an example here. Imagine a teacher surveys her class on the basis of favorite sports of the. Let us think that in a classroom there are similar nearly 60 to 40 students are there. In these 40 students, if I want to know that which student is interested in which game, okay. So here it tells that in the class strength of 40 here, 10 students are interested in football, 5 are interested in hockey, and other 5 is in cricket, and 10 in basketball, and another 10 in the badminton. Now, when I am going to put a pie chart here, I am going to convert it into its percentage here. That is a 10 by 40 into 360 here. Because a pie chart is going to have a 360 degrees, we are going to get the contribution of that particular game. That is in the 360 degrees. What is the contribution of that particular students in that particular student? That means the students who are interested in which game we are going to see it. So if you calculate that, we are getting that football is 90%, hockey 45, cricket 45% students are interested out of the total strength, basketball 90 again, and badminton also 90. Now, if I put a pie chart for this, you can clearly see that the students are more interested in the three games, football, basketball, and badminton. And at the same time, the students are very less interested in the other two games here. So this we can get a clear view in your pie chart here. So whenever we want to put the data in this scenario, so we can go for a pie chart here, which will be easy for you to get the information here. And a histogram here. Again, another one is a histogram tool, which mostly we use for our research analysis. A histogram is a graph that shows how values are distributed by using bars. It's a common way to display frequency distributions here. For example, again, the following data gives the lifetime of 400 neon lamps drawn the histogram for the below data here. Now, for example, a company is producing 400 neon lamps here. They want to have the analysis of the performance of that, so that they can know that how those lamps are behaving here. So what they have a histogram chart for this year. At one side, that is the x-axis, they are having the lifetime in hours here. In y-axis, number of lamps here. Now, this histogram, what it will give is that is the bulbs which have been produced, that is from 300 to 4 out of uh, 400 here. This is we have a lifetime here. So that means the bulbs from the nearly from 10 to 20 bulbs are having a lifetime of 300 hours here. At the same time, nearly some 60% of the bulbs are having a lifetime of 400 to 500 here. And if you see that the peak histogram curve tells that is from 80 to 90 here, we are going to have, that is most of the bulbs, number of lamps, that is 90 bulbs are having the performing the maximum hours. You can see the same thing here, the number of lamps here That is 900 to our for 1000 lifetime is only 48 year, whereas 700 to 800 lifetime is actually number of lamps is 74 years. So we can have a different analysis that whether the particular bulbs are performing well or not yet. So that is 14 bulbs are performing underperforming. That is it lasts long only for 300 to 400 hours here. That at the same time, 48 out of this 400 bulbs, 48 is performing maximum 90% efficiency here. So this analysis can be brought easily if you are going to make use of this histogram plot here. Okay. So now we'll come to the meta plot lib here. So how this plot can be used here. So we in this way. So the why I have to chosen this through is, so we have to first know that why these charts are used here. So that is why I have each chart I have given with an example. Similarly, for other charts also, you need to know that at what circumstances it has to be used here. Simply just to use like that, we cannot use that here because it does not yield as any positive results for us. So knowing the particular chart where to use is very important. So you can first before plot using this visualization tools, you should have that idea that which chart I have to use for my particular application. Whether I want to go for a pie chart, whether I want to go for a histogram, or whether I want to go for a bar chart or a box chart. So lot of charts are available here. So each and every its contribution is to your application is very much important whenever you choose that particular chart here. Now coming to the introduction to matplotlib here. So this is an excellent tool which is used in a Python here. There are many excellent plotting libraries in Python. So we can call n number of libraries here to plot your graph in this matplotlib here. So for a quick and basic plot intended for your use here, it is recommended using matplot library here. Because the reason why this matplotlib is so popular than the others is it because of its simplicity, and we can do lot of customization. So even you can plot a graph or a chart in your Excel sheet or your Word file also. But the reason is in Matplotlib, we are going to have more customization, and we can customize according to our application, and it has got more features here. So which we are not, which we don't have in other tools here. It is a foundation for many other plotting libraries and plotting support in high level libraries such as pandas here. Actually, Matplotlib is used for a low level graph here. But at the same time, when you have an idea of plotting using Matplotlib here, it automatically becomes very easy for you to work with the high level libraries. So like your pandas. Coming to the anatomy of matplotlib figure here. So usually we see these are all the parameters which we use while plotting here, like a major tick, minor tick, and which is going to have a title of your plot, and it is going to have a x-axis label, y-axis label, just like what we have in the other plots also. So we can have a grid view here. We can have the different styles of plotting here. As I already told you that we different types of plots are available. So whichever the plot you want, you can just call it from the library here, and you can use it for your plotting here. So which we can have a line plot here, scattering plot here. All this are the anatomy of a matplotlib here. Now the how to install the matplotlib here. So I think if you have working with your laptop here, so automatically you can also check how this can be installed here. So otherwise I'll be sharing this PPT UL. You can just go by step here to know how this matplotlib can be installed in your laptops or desktop PCs here. So first of all, we are going to have this matplotlib in your Jupyter notebook here. So type it pip install matplotlib in your Jupyter notebook. Automatically the matplotlib will be importing into your book here. But before that, what is the needed is your laptop or a PC should have this Python installed on it here. And that's the steps to do is the steps to install matplotlib using pip is. So mostly we are going to work in the pip matplotlib here. So here so I'll use a pointer here. So it should be okay. So here you have to see that whether you have a Python is installed in your desktop before going for this here. And also you have to ensure that the Python version matches your Windows here. Because if you are having Windows 7 or Windows 8 here, your Python version 3.12.3 will not support here, because this is the latest version which will support for the Windows 10 or 11 here. So there are a lot of Python versions are available in the net here. So you have to see that the relevant Python is going to be downloaded into desktop according to your Windows configuration here. And next thing that you have to do is go for the command prompt there. So from the command prompt, you have to go for the, come to the next slide here. That is how we can do here. So basic matplot, uh, this installation procedure I'll be giving step by step in the coming this year. So the basic need that is needed here is, one thing is you should have a Python in your installed in your desktop here. After that, we are going to have a Jupyter notebook. From the Jupyter notebook, we are going to import this matplot lib here. So these are the two things which we can do. So a lot of procedures are available. All the informations are available here, which you can easily installed in your system here. Now coming to the basic matplot functions here. So the matplot library might seem rather complex at first here, but with the basic coding knowledge, it should be easier for you. For example, when you are using stem, so when you want to use a stem plot here, so this is a library ready-madely available in your uh, which is used to build a stem plot here. Similarly, we have a scatter plot, creates a scatter plot from x and against y here. Stack plot here, create a plot for stacked area. Create markers of plot. Polar, pie chart here. Bar H stands for creates a horizontal bar. Similarly, bar V stands for vertical bar here. So we can have two types of bars here. One is a horizontal bar and another one is a vertical bar. So the library which we go use for this is BAR-H or BAR-V. Similarly, BAR indicates a create a bar plot. HIST indicates the histogram. HIST2D is for the 2D images here. So these are the different already ready-madely available terms in your matplotlib, where you can call using this library functions here. And similarly, we have few more functions like when you are working with images, I am show, I am save, and I am read here. So these are the different functions which are available here. These are all the procedures for the installing here. But because of lack of time, I'll directly go for the. So you can go through. You can refer these slides. So mainly that the thing to follow is plotting a matplotlib is quite easy. While plotting, they follow the same steps in each and every plot. Matplotlib has a module called flyplot, which aid in plotting figure, and Jupyter Notebook is used for running this plot here. And we import matplotlib.pyplot as PLT for making it call the package module. So when we want to come use that package, as I already told you, lot of different types of plots we are going to use. So that plot can be imported directly by using this command. So these are the few commands which you have to note down here. Once you are thorough with this command, easily you can start working in this matplotlib here. So just I'll skip this clause here. For example, I go with the matplotlib simple line plot here, where you can see we are going to define both your x-axis as well as y-axis point here. So your x-axis
Okay,
point
okay,
is the np.array. NP stands for numpy, because it is a numerical Python. NP stands for numerical Python, because it is where we can get all the numerical values whenever we are working with the arrays here. That means a group of numerical numbers. We call it as an np.array. So I'm going to plot an chart 1, 2, 3, 4, that is along with your y-axis here. Now, if you see this here, we don't have a label. We don't have a x-axis label or y-axis label, and we can all include all these things here. So for this, I will be just going to matplotlib here. Just I'll skip this. Hope my screen is visible to you. So you just check this site here, because maybe now it will take some time for you to install all this Python. Suppose if you have no problem, you can directly start working with that. Even though if you don't have here, it takes time to install all those softwares here. So instead online I can go there. You can just call this HTTP link here and put it in your browser. So you'll be getting this screen here. This is a online model where we can directly start working with your. You have to just paste it here. So you'll be getting a window like this. Here you can just click this.
ఉండదు 25 యాడిస్తావు నువ్వా ఉంటే ఇద్దరు వాళ్ళు డబ్బులు ఇవ్వకుండా ఇంతసేపు ఏది చేస్తున్నారు
So you'll be getting a screen like this. In this, because we are working with Python matplotlib, you can select this one here. So we have a lot of options available there. So the same link you can use, which I have used in the PPT PowerPoint here, matplotlib tutorial. So you can see just this is a where you can work it on the live to generate different kinds of plots here. So already I have given the introduction of matplotlib. Directly I'll go for the plotting here. Now you can see this here. If you are working parallelly, you can just open this. You can work out on the go here. So here, if you see here, with the first case, import matplotlib.pyplot as PLT. That means we are going to name this as a PLT for importing this library functions here. And again, I am going to import numpy as NP. That means hereafter, wherever I use NP, it is nothing but your numpy library here. Numpy library is used whenever you are going to deal with the numerical numbers, a group of numerical numbers. Numpy is a numerical Python, actually it stands for. So these two are the standard for commands which you have whenever you are going to plot use any type of chart here. So these two standard commands you have to use. Now here it's a simple line chart which I am using. X point is equal to np dot array 1 comma 8, y point is equal to np dot array 3 comma 10. So and I am going to plot this for a x label and a y label. And once doing this, I have to show that plot here. So as I already told you in the previous PPT slide here, to whenever we want to display the chart here, I have to use plt dot show. So these are the few commands which should be aware here. Once you are aware with that, you can easily start working this here. Now I will just go to here. You can get it. As soon as I go for this here, you can see the code here, and the adjacent you can see the plot here. Now I want to do some customization. Already this code is there here. Now I want to make it some customization according to my requirement, because this chart doesn't give any information for me. Either it's not giving a X label, Y label, or no title here. So just what I do is I will I want to add a title to this here. You are going to use PLT whenever you are going to use any command here. Type PLT, because already we have assigned this PLT in the here, that is import matplotlib.pylp as PLT. That means whenever I use PLT, automatically your libraries will be downloaded here. Which are that is a PLT dot X label. Use this inverted commas. So I want to have some, for example, I'll put X axis only, or I will give X axis as a voltage. And I want to have a Y label also. Again type PLT dot Y label, inverted commas, and I am going to give current. So now just running here. Now we have an access of run button here. Now I have used the X axis as well as the Y axis in this plot here. If I just run this, now you can see here, in the earlier we didn't have any X label or Y label here. You can see whatever the label I want, I got a current as well as voltage. That means I am going to draw a graph between the voltage and a current. Now I want a title for this year. So just again you can do this for this year. Title X. Again you are going to use the same here. PLT dot title, and I am going to give this as a VI characteristics. Now again I am going to run my button. Now you can see. So my plot now has gotten VI characteristics. The in x-axis I have a voltage and y-axis I have a current here. And you can use the same commands for other types of charts also. I am taking just a line chart here, but when you are working with the other types of charts also, you can use the same here. And sometimes what happens is I need to have a grid view. That means at this coordinate what is happening and at this coordinate what is happening. If I have to have a more analysis means you can also add some you do the add a feature here like going for the grid view. So whenever you are going to use any command here, you have to start with plt dot. Now I want a grid view. Wait, plt is a case sensitive. Now you should use the caps here. Now you can see that you are an ordinary line chart where we don't add an X label, we don't add a Y label, as well as we didn't add a title, as well as a grid. Now you can do this in here, and in parallelly you can work it in the online. Suppose if you are not thorough with all these installation procedures, you don't know how to install this because there is a little bit of software knowledge is required to install this Python and bring again make the Jupyter to support with your Python, and from there we are going to import all the matplotlib libraries here. So just if you want to work it on the online also, you can make use of this link here where you can just parallelly put your code there, and whatever the features you want to add, that also you can add here, and you can download your images here. Okay, so this is a one thing here where we can see. Now I'll go for the next one here, markers here. So the other options which we have here is a marker here. Again, if you see this, I want to have some marker into this here. For example, now we have added a title here, we have added a label here, and I want to have some marker points here. So at that time what I do is plt dot plot y plot comma marker is equal to 0 here. That means now here what I do is this indicates the what type of marker I want. Now I don't want this, I want some other symbol, means you can just change it to asterisk. Suppose I want a marker of asterisk here, you can just put it here. Okay, so this is what we are going to get here. Now, if you see this, my symbol has been changed to from dot to asterisk here. So we can have different styles here according to your requirement. And this is say another program where we are going to have, again this comes under a line chart only, where I can add a marker here. So just for adding a marker, you have to do plt dot plot y points dot marker is equal to this one here. This down here. Now again come back, come to MATLAB line here. Here the line style. Okay, so each and everything you can do. It's just spending 2 hours on this tool. You can definitely get familiarized with this here. So this is now see now again you just try it yourself because it's already code is there. Now I want to do some changes with the code. Now here it is dotted. That means in the earlier case we have used a marker here. Now instead of marker, now I am going to change the line style here. That means line style is equal to dotted here. Now instead of dotted, I can use I want a straight line now. Just you put the semicolon here and run the button. And your graph turns into a straight line here. Now again, if I want to have if I use two semicolons, if I use one semicolon, it gives a straight line. But if you are using a two semicolons, it gives a line something like this here. Okay, so these are the, again, if I want to have a marker also, you can just have a marker. Hope participants are getting. So I forgot to put is equal to. If you have any issues, just raise your voice and tell me, because I cannot see the chat messages. Even if you put anything in the chat message, I cannot see. See now what I have done. So in this line graph, I have used both line style as well as a marker. So I want to put the marker as a asterisk here. Suppose if you want to have a dot here, you can just change it to a dot and run the button here. So hope you are getting with this, because I starting with the basic things here. So when we see, if I have just put a dot here, you can see the same thing in the dot here. Again, you can have add a label to this here, x-axis label, y-axis label, all these labels, title, all everything, as I already told you in the previous day, that you can do it here. Now again, I come back here, grid view subplot, and this is very important in your research here. So sometimes you need to plot two or more graphs. So till now what we have seen is only we have seen one plot here. Okay, now when I want to have more than one plot here, then I have to go for the subplot here. So matplotlib is a one tool which is very easy for you to to generate n number of plots here. So it's a very simple code which we have here. For example, again we are going to have a same line chart only I have taken here. For x is equal to np array 0 1 2 3 and y is equal to np array 3 1 5 3, I want to generate a plot for this in a one window here. Okay, now whenever I am going to generate only one window, I am going to make use of I am show here. But when multiple windows have to be generated here, you have to use plt dot subplot 1 2 1 comma here. So what does this 1 2 1 will tell is, this one will tell that we have a one window. In that one row, that is we have a one row. In that row, I have two columns. Now if you see in the right side here, we have one row here, and in this row we have two columns here. And I am telling about this first window. Whenever I put a 1 year means plot 1 means this is about your window number 1 year. Similarly for plot 2, it is 0 1 2 3 10 20 30. That means 1 2 2 tells that in first row two columns, which has the two columns, and I am mentioning here about my second window here. So you are individually you can change this according to your requirement. For example, if I want to add a x-axis for the first window, plt dot x label, I want to put it some capital A, and just copy that, paste it here, and use some other parameter here. I will be giving a capital T. Now if I just run my button here, now I got a label for this here. That means I can see T here, and A, that A, I think the A means X label is the A. sorry, I have not changed here. So a plot X label, and here it is Y label. Okay, so just I copy and pasted here. So the plt y dot label here. Now if you run this, you are going to change both the Y axis as well as X axis. Now you can see A here and T here. If you just put any letters here, it is going to give that label here according to your requirement. Now what is the task is, how can I increase the number of windows here? Okay, so now I have generated two windows here, but now I want to go for the subplot which we should have three windows. Now you have to decide whether the third window should be in the same row or it should come in the other row. Suppose if I want the window to be in the same here, you have to make some changes here. That means I have to give the code for that here. Control C, Control V, and I'm going to plot the third one here. And here I will just change some values to make it some difference in the plot. Here. Now, here in plot 1, I have used 1, 2, 1. What does it mean? One first row, I have two columns. In that two columns, this is my first window. Similarly, in plot 2, I have first row, two columns, and this is my second window. When I want to generate a third window, then what change I have to make here is, that means I want to tell the matplotlib that I have one row but three columns now, because I am going to increase one more window here. I am going to put 131, and here this is 132, and this becomes 133. So this becomes 133 here. So now I run the button. You can see the three windows in a single window. That means I have put subplots, three subplots here, and I have generated that in this one here. And even if you want to have individually, you can control each window with the type of features which you want to require here. So suppose I want to have a grid view for only the first view. Again, you type plt dot grid here and just run the button. So you can have a grid only for the first one here. So you can customize according to your requirement on the go in the run here. So whichever you want, you can just do it and run the button, you will be getting there. Once it is finished here, you can just download this image and you can use it in your application here. So whichever the application you are going to use, this application you are going to use here. So next, again coming to this, I'll go for the scatter, and this is another type of plot which we are using here, scatter plot. Just now I told you that again, whenever you are choosing a particular type of plot, it is very important for you to know that which plot is used for what here. Okay, so now a scatter plot where it can be used here. If you see here, again the same application it is given here. For example, here we have some cars passing in the road here, and I want to have an analysis that, and this x-axis gives the number of cars that is going to pass, and this is the speed here. That means now here these cars are the cars which are passing here. I am going to see that what is the age of those cars here. Age of cars here, it is a 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, and 15. That means what I am going to have in the x-axis is shows of how old the car is actually, and y-axis gives the speed here. Okay, so from this scatter analysis, what I am coming to know is, as the car gets old here, that much the speed is going to be there. So if you see this, much of the dots are concentrated here only. That means the car which is old of from 8 years is going much speeder than the car which is having, which is of a 16 years old year. So in this type of analysis, we can go for your scatter analysis. Again, if you want to customize this, again go to this. You just have your own codes here. As I already told you, whatever the codes I have used, commands I have used, it's applicable for all types of charts here. So just including your X label, Y label, changing the color of the chart, and changing the grid lines here. All these things can be customized according to your requirement, and the commands are going to be the same. So just if you were, as I already told you, this will help you to just instantly, if you want to make use of this, you can just put this click and go here. But if you are really want to work with your research papers, if you want to use this matplotlib means, my suggestion is to just go for the go download in your system and work it there. Yeah. So you will be getting more options here. Here in the online, you may not have that much of options here, but when you work in the matplotlib, which is downloaded in your system, you can explore many things rather than here. Okay, so this is again, these are the different types of bars, histograms. All these are available here as already told. Now this is again, if you see this here, histogram here. So why histogram is used? Already I told you one example I took. And see, you can have this. This is also one example where this histogram has actually used here. So what does this tell is? You can read the histogram, that is two people from 142. This tells that, so yeah, say you that as the height of 250 people, you might end up with an histogram. Like, so you are taking a group of 250 people and you are going to check their heights here. So in this 250 here, you can see that up to some 50 students are 50 people are this much centimeter. That is two people from 140 to 145 centimeters. You can see in this here, y-axis gives the number of people here, and this is gives the height in the centimeters here. So your histogram curve will be showing that what is the average height of the people in this 250 here, and similarly how many people are there from 140 to 145, and how many people are there ranging from 145 to 150. So all this analysis can be done with the help of the histogram curve. Again, you can have this curves in your, just clicking this here tool here, you can just change according to your requirement here. So this is these are the different tools which we use. Again, I come back to PPT here because we have running out of time here. Just I will conclude now. So I have told you the few types of charts, but you can explore the other types of charts also. So my suggestion is, whenever you want to use these plots here, again I am telling, so you first know that which relevant chart is applicable for your application. Just we have a tool. You cannot have these charts here. It should have some meaningful analysis here. Okay, so any data you give to the matplotlib, it is going to generate you a chart here, but whether that data is getting you the meaningful information or not, it depends only when you use that relevant type of chart here. So these are the things, as I already told you, we can explore a lot of things here. How I can change the color, I can give the border of the box. For this histogram, if you see this here, we can color this what type of color I want. Suppose if you see this np dot data grant crayon is one color which I can choose, and I'm also giving a border, blue color border here. So I make the edge color is equal to blue, means automatically gives a blue border to you. So all this PPT I'll be sharing to you. So if you just spend some time here, you can become an you can gain a thorough knowledge in this lib here. So again, coming to the pie chart, I have used told you, actually I didn't tell the pie chart, I think so there. Okay, so the pie chart also will give an excellent information. As I already told you, why this is used. Now this is a one example where this pie chart can be used. Now, if you go to a movie composed of lot of things in that year. It have a drama, sci-fi, it has a comedy, action, all these things. If you just put a pie chart for that movie rating here, you can easily able to know that what actually the content of the movie is there. Suppose, for example, the particular movie has more adultery means, you can be able to know that this is not preferable for a children's here. So you can just have a thing here that this movie is not suitable for a viewing for the children's here. So all this kind of analysis can be easily done with the help of the pie chart here. So this is one real example here, and we have another very good uh, tool in pie chart, which actually this is called as a explode. Okay, so you want to elevate one particular pattern outside means, then we can use this explode tool here. If you use this pie chart will
ಮನೆ
be
ಉಂಡು ಅನ್ನ
actually it is getting segregated, and you just like a pizza or a piece of cake, how we take out of the piece of cake from a cake here. In that way we can just show that, that is we can highlight that part here. Just now I told you that Now for this, when you are, this is a rating of a movie which has a drama, sci-fi, action here. But if you see this, nearly 15% of the part of this movie is an objectionable content is there. So we can highlight that by showing this in a explode chart here. So this is the type of different types of charts which we have. Line plot.
ఉన్నాడు సేతురామ్ సార్ కూడా ఉన్నాడు ఆడ.
The subplots, as I already told you that, see, this is how excellently we can have this here. That's why I have used the basic commands here. But if you really go through these commands and all, you can change
ఇది
the
నువ్వు అటెండ్
plot
అవ్వాలా
colors
ఫస్ట్
here.
గా.
You can change the weaving style here. All these things can be done. So now if you see this in this plot here, it is having a two rows, two rows, three column, and this subplot is actually 231, and this is 232, and this is 2.
అవునులే
That is sorry. This is actually two rows here. Similarly, this is actually 1 2
వస్తుందిలే
1
తెలుసు
1 2
అది
2 and
కాదు.
1 2 3.
అది
In that way, you can recognize
స్ట్రీమింగ్
any
డ్యూటీ నీకు
subplot
ఇచ్చారా
using this
లేకపోతే
subplot
ఏంటని.
category here.
ఓకే
And this is a box plot.
అరే
So you can
అవసరం
explore the
నీకు.
things here because we have already time is running now. So I just conclude this my session here. And my sincere suggestion to the participants is you just start working with this few commands. If you are able to grasp here easily, you can get a very good in-depth knowledge in this matplotlib here. So I'll conclude
ఇలాంటి
this session,
మహానుభావుడికి
and I
మహాతల్లి.
have few references at the end here where you can just check with these references here. You can again get a lot of information. Scatter plot, all this again, even 3D plot also I have included here, but lack of time I couldn't go in that here. Seaborne plots. So these are all comes under your high level plots here. Okay. So
సేతురామ్
seaborne
సార్
plots
వాయిసే
here.
కదా అదే.
And finally, at the end of this, I have given some reference point to you.
ఏం కర్సరా.
So this reference is where you can refer for to gain more knowledge. You can go for all these links already available here. You can just click on this. You will be able to access the information what you want here. So with this, I conclude my session here. So, stop sharing. So any doubts from participants, you just make a mention.
Participants, any doubts? Okay, participants, can you switch on your camera to take snapshot, please? Siddharam sir, can you take snapshot now?
1 minute, sir. Couldn't see the screen actually.